Hello again, boys and girls, and now we're going to do religion. Okay, we're going to hear a great story called If Jesus Walked Beside Me. And while I'm reading it, I want you to think about what you would do if Jesus was walking right there beside you. If Jesus walked beside me, then I'd grow so brave and strong. I'd feel his peace and comfort, his presence all day long. Not presents like Christmas presents, but him being there, present. And when I'd hear the coach say, swing, when I stood up at bat, if Jesus walked beside me, then I'd not be scared of that. I'd turn my eyes to Jesus, who'd say, do the best you can. I'd hit the ball so hard, it'd fly to China or Japan. Right? He wouldn't be worried. He'd help me ride my brand new bike, the one that made me fall. He'd say, now you can do it, friend. Believe you can, he'd call. So Jesus would help encourage us to do the best we can. Give it a try. I'd rocket past the town, I'd rocket past the square in town and never once fall down. I'd look to Jesus, hold on tight, and zip through the town. If other children called me names, I wouldn't run away. I'd turn to meet them face to face, and this is what I'd say. What do you think she might say? It's time you met my greatest friend who helps me all through, who helps me all day through. If you take Jesus as your friend, he'd do the same for you. Right? Because Jesus taught kindness and love. On days when I'd feel very sick, too ill to run and play, I'd cling to Jesus by my side. He'd hold me through the day. I'd feel his peace and comfort as his hand brushed through my hair. I'd sense a joy of deep inside just knowing he was there. So if he wasn't feeling well, Jesus would make him feel better. Comfort and care. If Jesus walked beside me through a gusty windstorm, I wouldn't shake and tremble, 'cause he'd keep me safe and warm. He would feel Jesus protecting him. I just can't get the figure 8 no matter how I try. With Jesus here to comfort me, I wouldn't even cry. He'd say, I want to hear your cares, your problems and concerns. Together we will make it through life's toughest twists and turns. So sometimes when you're having a hard time, Jesus is there to comfort you and make you feel better, to encourage you. At night I'd snuggle into bed beneath the moonlit glow. I'd give a hug to Jesus and I'd wish he'd never go. He'd say, I'm always by your side to guide you through your day. I always hear when you call. I'm just a prayer away. If Jesus walked beside me, I have told you what I'd do. Now tell me what you'll do if someday he walks with you. Now that's a nice story, right? But doesn't Jesus always walk with us? Isn't he always here? We might not see him in a body like ours, but all through the story, Jesus is there when we're a little nervous, or when we think we can't do something. He believes in us. We should believe in ourselves. He gives us confidence to try things. If we fall down, get back up and try again. If people are making us upset, we remember how kind and loving Jesus was, and maybe when we show kindness to them, they learn kindness, like Matthew the tax collector, and want to be friends too. And when we're not feeling well, Jesus is there. He cares. And he protects us. He encourages us. Keep practicing. Do your best. And when we go to bed at night, he's there watching over us. So in the story, if Jesus walked beside me, I want you to write and illustrate in your journal what you would do if Jesus walked beside you. Maybe you would like to take him someplace special. Or you can draw a picture of how maybe he helps you feel throughout your days. Okay? And continue working on those wonderful Easter pages I'm sure you still have. But in your journal, you'll write, if Jesus walked beside me. Okay, boys and girls, I'll see you in a little while for science.